Very good morning, cadets. Hope you are all doing well. Very few cadets still not joined school, that is offline mode. So at the earliest, join the school with required documents. Today let us start the revision of the chapter number 2, that is federalism. Federalism is a compulsory chapter. So the federalism, we are going to study about the federal as well as unitary forms of government. Of course, in the regular video sessions we completed the detailed discussion and question answers related to the chapter. This is a revision video lesson. The government are divided into two. One is federal, second is unitary. What is federal? Two or more levels of government. Sub-units are not subordinates to the central government. State government is not answerable to the central government for its own powers. Example, India, Canada and Germany. Of course, when we study in detail, definitely we understood that India is not a complete federal like American Federation. And what is unitary? Unitary clearly says that unitary, there is only one government, one level of government. Subunits are subordinate to the central government. Central government can pass the orders for the provincial or local governments. Example, China, Japan, United Kingdom, France. Example for unitary form of government. So unitary and federal form of government. Now let us understand about the types of federation. Under the type of federation, we have two types of federation. One is coming together federation. The second one is holding together federation. So what is coming together federation? Coming together federation, state coming on their own to form bigger unit, that is called coming together federation. United States of America, Australia. So coming together federation means the states out of their own will they are coming together. So Australia and United States of America, example for coming together federation. Holding together federation, large countries decide to divide its power between constituent states and the national governments. Holding together, take for example the case of India. The state governments are controlled by the central government. That's why called as holding together federation. So large country divided into to decide to divide its power between the state and constituent states and national governments. In India we have legislature, that is parliament, consists of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. We have prime minister who is generally elected member of the majority party of Lok Sabha. Rarest of the rare occasions, of course, even Rajya Sabha, we had a prime minister who is a member of Rajya Sabha. For example, Manmohan Singh. Chief Minister is elected representative of majority party. From which one? From Vidhan Sabha. What is the threefold distribution of legislative powers? That is union list, state list and concurrent list. Union list is a list provided to the central government consisting of defense, foreign affairs, banking, currency and so on. State list, you have the state government, police, trade, commerce, agriculture and so on. Concurrent list. Concurrent list consists of subjects like forest, education, trade union, marriage and so on. Now let us understand the structure of local self-government. The local government structure or in a village level. Gram Panchayat. Each village or a group of village in some states has a Gram Panchayat. This is a council consisting of several members, often called Panch as a president or Sarpanch. They are directly elected by the adult population of the ward. Panchayat Samiti or Block Samiti. A few Gram Panchayat are grouped together to form what is usually called Panchayat or Block or Mandal Samiti. The member of this representative body are elected by the Panchayat members in that area. Jilla Parishad. All the Panchayat Samitis and Mandals in a district together constitute the Jilla Parishad. Most of the members of Jilla Parishad are elected. Jilla Parishad. Members of Lok Sabha and MLAs of that districts and some other officials of other district level. Chairperson is a political head of Jilla Parishad. So Jilla Parishad chairman is a political head. Now what facts you have to remember related to the chapter? One is horizontal distribution of power. Distribution of power among different organs of the government such as legislature, executive and judiciary. So power is distributed among legislature, executive and judiciary. Vertical distribution of power. Distribution of power among the governments at different levels such as central government, provincial government, local government, etc. System of checks and balance. The system in which judges are appointed by the executive, but they can check the functioning of executive or laws made by the legislature. So what is system of checks and balance? The system in which judges are appointed by the executive, but they can check the functioning of executive or laws made by the legislators. Federalism. A system of government in which the power is divided between central authority and various constituent units. In a federal system, the jurisdiction of government of each level is clearly mentioned in the constitution. The fundamental provisions of the constitution cannot be unilaterally changed by one level of government in federalism. So what you have to understand in that, in a federation, the fundamental provisions, for example in India we are fundamental provisions like federation structure, parliamentary system of government, fundamental rights, these cannot be changed unilaterally. So if you change certain things which are very basic or fundamentals of the constitution, it should be supported by the state government also, means state legislature also. That is what the fundamental provisions of the constitution cannot be unilaterally changed by one level of government in federalism. The objective of federalism are not only to safeguard and promote unity of the country, but also accommodate regional diversity. So to accommodate regional diversity, so it is a basic objective of federalism. What is the basic objective of federalism? To promote, to safeguard the unity of the country, and also very important, to uphold regional diversity, so that the country will not be divided into small fragments. Coming together federation, when independent states come together on their own to form a bigger unit, for example USA, Australia and Switzerland. So example for coming together federation, this United States of America, Australia and Switzerland are the few example for coming together federation. Means these countries, they came together their own without any external force. That is what we speak about coming together federation. Holding together federation, when a large country divides its power between the constituent states and the national government, for example India, Spain and Belgium. So what is holding together federation? Holding together federation is nothing but several independent states, they come together, a large country divides its power between various constituent states. Example India, Belgium, Spain. So in case of India, it is purely holding together federation. What is jurisdiction? Jurisdiction is nothing but area over which someone got a legal authority. For example, jurisdiction over a law, jurisdiction of a state government to pass law within the state, jurisdiction of central government to pass law within the country. That is called what we speak about jurisdiction. Now let us understand about union list, state list and concurrent list. In India, legislative powers has been divided into three lists. Union list is subjects of national importance. For example, foreign affairs, banking, currency comes under union list. What is state list contains? State list consists of subjects of state and the local importance. For example, police, trade, agriculture, etc. What is concurrent list? Subjects of common interest of both union government as well as the state government. That is a part of concurrent list. Parents, hope you are making notes. Of course, your classmates, most of them completed notes and even checked notes. So those who are staying back in home, when you are back to school, you must submit the notes, exercise as well as the notes which I am dictated in my video sessions. Residuary subjects. The subjects which are not mentioned in union, state and concurrent list come under the power of federal government or union government are called as residuary subjects. Coalition government. When two or more political parties come together to form a government, that is called coalition. So cadets, you know very well that a party which attains majority seats, that is more than 50% of seats, naturally will be declared as ruling party. But in case if a single party fail to prove the majority, then two or more political parties join together and form the government. That is what we speak about coalition politics. So when two or more political parties come together to form the government, that is called coalition. We had a problem of language because of Hindi is the mother tongue about 40% of Indians. Scheduled language. Such language that come under 8th schedule of scheduled language such language that come under 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. In 1992, major step towards decentralization was taken by making the third tier of democracy powerful and effective. So after revision, of course, now let us move into 1 mark questions from this particular chapter. What is decentralization of power? Name the only state of India which has its own constitution. Of course, this question now lost its relevance because of abolition of Article 370 of Indian Constitution. Who plays an important role in overseeing the implementation of constitutional provisions and procedures? According to our constitution, who has the power to legislate on residuary powers? Name the institution of local government work in urban areas. How Panchayat Samiti is constituted? What is called the head of municipal corporation? Who is the political head of Jilla Parishad? Give an example of a country which is an example of coming together federation. Who can make laws relating to the subject mentioned in the concurrent list? How many countries have federal political systems in the world? So, question. Now please go through the answers. To divide among those different levels, Jammu and Kashmir has lost its relevance. Judiciary, union government, municipalities and municipal corporations, Panchayat Samiti, Mayor, Jilla Parishad, United States of America, both union government and state government and federalism. So cadets, in the next video session we will study about 3 and 5 mark question. Take care. Wish you a wonderful day. Thank you.